Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's we'll be looking at the plug-in hybrid RAV4. It is no longer known as the RAV4 Prime. They're just calling it the plug-in hybrid, which makes sense because you got the RAV4 hybrid, and the RAV4 plug-in hybrid. Anyways, big shout out and thank you to the Larry Miller Toyota here in Murray for giving me some time with this plug-in hybrid RAV4. Link to the inventory in the description down below. Link to my car buying guide as well. Let's get into it. Powering this is a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder paired to a plug-in hybrid system. Total system output is 302 horsepower, giving this a 0 to 60 time of 5.5 seconds. Now this is able to get 42 miles of electric driving range, and you know, when it comes to MPG without any hybrid assist, you're still able to get almost 40 miles per gallon. So very efficient vehicle and pretty quick too. Before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So the front end of the RAV4 plug-in hybrid is pretty normal for a RAV4, except there are some points. So first off, headlights, really sharp with the overall design. I like this little element down below too. And you can see the whole grille is all blacked out, and so it gives it a more aggressive look. Also blue on the Toyota logo signify it's a hybrid. They have it on the regular RAV4 hybrid as well though, but there's a front end. Now our tire and wheel setup is 235 by 55 by 19 in the front and over in the rear as well. And I like these wheels a lot. This is the fancier XSE. You can also get this in the SE package. That's one of the options now. You can see plug-in hybrid. You're going to see those badges all over with this instead of the Prime. Anyways, you got these nice big painted fender flares. You can see the rest of that as well. And let me take a few steps back so my shadow gets out of the way. But yeah, cool contrast on this one with like the blacked out roof and the white paint everywhere else. I think it looks really cool. You still have the function to turn on the AC and everything with this, and then of course opening up the hatch as well. And we've got the charging cable that comes with it. Again, plug-in life. You've got the cargo cover built into the back there. And then you guys will notice here, if I lift this up, we do have a spare tire underneath, which is nice. Try to get that mat back into place. But yeah, pretty cool setup there. And then when you're all done, you've just got the little button on the hatch. And then this does have just the normal RAV4 taillights, nothing crazy with that. Bunch of blacked out trim there at the bottom. And that is the rest of the rear. Now this leads us inside, where we've got this cool red stitching here. Nice soft touch down below as well. Look at these seats. They're pretty fancy, aren't they? Perforated all down the center. Quickly pop in. Legroom back here is good. Got a storage pocket. Got some vents here in the back as well. And the sunroof does get in the way of headroom a little bit, but it's not horrible. And then popping up front, we've got, again, more of that cool stitching that goes across. We've got our memory seat function, all of our window controls here for the mirrors to adjust them, blind spot monitoring with said mirrors as well. And then here's the front seat, perforated all down the center portion, all of our adjustments on the side. This is nice, soft touch trim, and then also soft touch on the dash as well. Anyways, we got that for the heated steering wheel, and then you can see the steering wheel is manually adjustable, and also for the camera system too. Now taking a look at the steering wheel, soft touch all around. You got red stitching there on the center portion. Some paddles there on the back. Practical controls in the front, including our cruise control. We have our lane departure. You can see here with the volume voice command controls as well. And then traditional stocks on the back. Now I do like the new digital gauge cluster on the RAV4 lineup. I think it's pretty cool looking. You can change what information is displayed. This will show us our range currently, and then you can also see the fuel range as well. So this can go pretty dang far. That is crazy. This also comes with a nice 360 camera system. Check your lines, turn with the steering wheel and all of that. So that's a big plus if you ask me. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, it takes a second for some of these to load up, but overall it's pretty quick to respond. Nice little volume control there on the side as well. Heads-up display, nice soft touch trim all over the dash. Pretty cool. And And then down below I've got our controls here for the climate, dual zone with this, heated and ventilated seats as well. And then we have our phone charging pad in front, shifter there as well to put it into gear. And then we've got our, that's gonna be hard to see, auto hold, parking brake, and then you can see switching between auto, EV, hybrid, all of that. And then same thing here on the other side. You're going to charge the battery while you're driving. And then you've got your other normal drive modes, including trail mode with this. Some cup holders, nice trim on top of the center console. Great storage, some USBs. And then we have a camera rear view mirror. And then you've got a big sunroof as well. And see how it performs. Well, let us set off in the PHEV RAV4. Let me know what you guys think about the name change. I think that Prime had a good enough, I don't know, what's the word for it? Like a strong enough name that I think people understood what it was, but maybe Toyota just wants to simplify things. Because I could see that, like, someone like my mom that knows nothing about cars could just look at the RAV4 lineup and go, okay, RAV4, okay, hybrid, what's this Prime, right? She'd be completely confused. So maybe maybe it does make sense. But regardless, the benefit of plug-in hybrid is that you can do this where you drive without using any gas. And so on those, you know, shorter daily commutes, you're not using up any fuel, right, to get to and from work. And this is 42 miles of range, which, you know, everyone's gonna have different commutes, but for a lot of people, that's enough. That is enough to where you probably won't have to use gas 90% of the time, and then the only time you really use gas is when you go on those longer trips. Now, something to note, to always remember, gas does go bad. So if you own a plug-in hybrid, you want to make sure to go through the tank every so often to get some fresh fuel in it, because if you just let, I can only imagine someone having like year-old gasoline just chilling in the tank because they never use the fuel. If you let that happen, that'll not be fun. Just keep it at that. Man, where's all this traffic coming from? Is it lunch break or something for people? It's also just getting busier up here because there's more people moving. And we get a red light as soon as we stop to stop. Well, you know, it's like that sometimes. Let's pop it into the sport mode here. That's one thing I don't like about the drive mode. It's like I cannot see. You have to just remember, because I can't see from the driver perspective what drive mode I'm going into, which is not the worst thing on the planet, but I don't know, kind of annoying. Wow. So that was sport mode, but it didn't turn the engine on at all, but it was still quick. Not too bad. Not too bad. Oh, maybe it did turn on the engine. Yeah, now I can hear it running in the background. That was quick. It felt so seamless, though. So that's why I didn't feel like it turned on the engine. That's cool. That's cool. So, man, let's get into summing things up with this RAV4 Prime. I think that this drives exceptionally well. I think it looks good on the outside. I like the plug-in hybrid. I trust Toyota with the plug-in hybrid more than anyone else, right? Because Toyota just knows how to build hybrids in general. But yeah, it's a great setup where, like I said, you can drive without using gas, charge it up, and boom, you're good to go. That being said, I don't think plug-in hybrids are more cost-effective than traditional hybrids, because traditional hybrids, especially with Toyota, get such good fuel economy that you have to put on an absurd amount of mileage to be able to actually just break even and then start to save some money. So don't get the RAV4 Prime because you're trying to save money. If you're trying to save money, regular RAV4 hybrid, right? get the RAV4 Prime because of the lifestyle that's associated with it. If you want to spend your time plugging it into the wall in your garage rather than sitting at the pump at the gas station, that's where this comes in. That's where this makes sense to go for. So let me guys think about the RAV4 Prime. I think it's a great vehicle. I really do like how it performs, and you know, again, Toyota's hybrids in general are just good. It's expensive. I mean, these things are, you know, I mean, it depends on if you can get one new or used, right? Used, they're always even more. They're like over 50 grand typically. But even new, they're in that $50,000 range. We're gonna actually go through here. Yeah, even new, they're in that $50,000 range with a loaded up one like this. So it's not a cheap vehicle by any means. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about the plug-in hybrid RAV4.